Today marks 1311 days share lessons I learned and continue to learn with all of you. My hope these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help you achieve your goals, and really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about the game of what's more important. It's a beautiful game. I think that every single person needs to really play that game on consistent basis to understand what truly matters. What's more important? I think that I think that when we do not play this game, when you do not play this game, we start doing good things. Sometimes maybe bad things, worse things, but we do not do great things. I think it's very easy to choose good things. But I love the saying that good is an enemy to great. Good is an enemy to great. So that's why that game of what's more important is allows us to understand what's more important. So that means we're able to choose great things instead of good things. And that's it show up in so many different areas. In values, in beliefs, in energy, in resources, in everything. In career, in relationships, and everything what we do, we need to play this game because there is something very important in your life, you need to play this game. Even your schedule, this game is essential. Because we sometimes focus on urgencies, not priorities. Priorities left behind, and after 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, we start to realize that we always focus on urgencies, but we didn't focus what truly matter, what's important. Not on priorities, but on urgencies, because there's a massive difference. Because most people, including myself sometimes, we say that when I will finish this one, then I will focus on that. But that day never comes because there's always will be some urgency. So we need to learn how to really play this game. Play this game. What's more important right now? What's more important in the future? What's more important for my purpose? Such a beautiful game. So today I'll share what we're able to do, to play this game. So number one is we need to, and why is that important? Why is it important this game? What's more important? So number one is that it clarifies your core values. So it might be that you said that I have 5 core values, 10 core values. Like the less, the easier to follow it. So that means that when you have 10 values, okay, then you can really rate what's more important. Because I think that's say we could abundance is very important, and family is very important, and leadership is important, and wealth is important, and health is important. But when you really rate them, what's more important? I think that sometimes we're able to say that something is very important and is the most important thing, but until we clarify what's more important, we actually might live not in alignment based on our priorities, what's more important. So we say that our health is most important, but the things that we do really focus on building wealth, not health, or vice versa. When you say that my family is more important, but what do you show with your energy, with your resources, with your money, with your emotional energy, with your physical energy? Do you show that your family is the most important thing, or do you show that other values are most important, like exploration, friendships? So that means being able to really play this game really clarifies what are the core values that are the most important for you specifically, and you're able to choose. Of course, live accordingly and take actions. And so when you really play this game, it might be that it surfaces some inner conflicts. It might be that you really want to live authentic life, but at the same time you want to please other people, want to be liked. So that means there's a conflict. You're not able to be both. You're not able to be liked and be fully authentic all the time. The most important part is being authentic and being liked by right people. Because for wrong people, even being authentic will not be right for them because you'll not be liked. So that means you need to put a mask on. That means that the most important part, understanding that if you are authentic and you're not liked, that means that the association or surroundings that you're in is not right for you. So that means that be able to really look into that game and understand that it potentially could come up. You want one thing and another at the same time, but you're not able to do that. So that you care about freedom, financial freedom, but you care about security and comfort. So that means you're not able to sometimes really walk in hand in hand because if you want your financial freedom, you will need to take calculated risks. You will need to stretch yourself so the comfort is not there. So then you need to learn how to be comfortable, feeling uncomfortable. So that means that it potentially surfaces inner conflicts when you play what's more important, comfort or freedom. Embarrassment or really sitting on playing games. Like what's more important, really pursuing some kind of purpose or really take it easy. So every single time be able to really start asking questions and asking and really find the ones that really hit some kind of nail and it really like I always choosing between those and really clarify what's more important. So number three is it helps make better choices, better decisions. As for sure it makes it. That means that do I want like start a business? What's more important to really have that wealth? Or should I stay in stable job? So it means that when you really understand what's more important, you will make better choice. But because if you do not know what's more important for you, that means we potentially analyze, but we're not getting anywhere. But we need to say, okay, what's more important? One question, and one question only. What's more important? This or this? At that moment, able to release binary at that moment. For me, in general, in life, I am like a black and white. I like am a more a gray person. I know there is a lot of it depends. But some things we're able to say that okay, this is more important this one or this one. Because if you choose to really go both ways, it's okay, I want financial freedom, but I want comfort as well. So that means I will not have neither freedom, neither comfort. Because you will try to achieve freedom with comfort. So that means you need to choose. You want or not, you're not able to really be in two bases at the same time. You're running back and forth, back and forth. If you really want to achieve success on this, you need to run one direction and that's it. That's why it's very, very important. This is a topic here is black and white. You want to choose one thing or another. What's more important? Sometimes, like for instance, values, what's more important is that where you allocate more time. So that means 80% of the most important value, you have 20% to other value. Because that means you not give up on that value, but when you will make decisions, you will prioritize the most important value. That's the most important part. Number four is builds integrity. That means that because you will move with alignment, you know that this is exactly who you are. And I think that this is one of the best ways to really show that you have that integrity. You say one thing, you believe one thing, you take actions on one thing. So that means you aligned, totally aligned. You say one thing, you do one thing, you think one thing. So that means when you really think what's more important, you will start making that decision because you have a clarity. At that moment, you take actions, and people see that you say one thing and you do one thing. And when you do that, you have massive integrity, and massive integrity builds massive trust. And that massive trust helps in every area of our lives. Number five is it grows self-awareness and maturity. That means that we're able to evolve. I think it is a beautiful thing when you are a reflective person and you know yourself. You're aware of yourself. It builds wisdom, what you care about, what's more important. Because the one thing that when you know exactly what you want, you have a massive plate of things that you want to do. You're able to start throwing all the things that take away your energy and really allocate your energy only to the most important things. And we're able to do that. When you're able to really separate bad things, good things, and great things, at that moment you start living a life more mature because you start really allocating your time only to the things that matter. I think this is a great thing when you reach that level when really small things doesn't matter. Because we have a tendency, we have a tendency to really major in minor things. But when you start asking the question, what's more important? This one or this one? You start to realize that, okay, like this one compared to this one is still a minor thing. So maybe I don't want that. I throw it away. So that question, what's more important, could really start when you compare things. You start to say like, oh wow, such a massive gap, and I was still caring about this one, even though that this is so much more important. But if you do not ask question, sometimes you start to allocate like for this thing 5 hours and for this thing 5 hours. Yeah, but like this is 10 times more important. So why they allocate exactly the same time? That's why I think it's very, very important to really have that because it evolves how we manage ourselves and how we manage our time. And last one, number six, is that it disrupts autopilot living. Sometimes we just live and have no idea how we make decisions that because we make those choices and decisions subconsciously on autopilot. When you start to question all those things, that we care about. We start to really say that. So why I chose this? Why I took that direction? Why I chose this thing? And at that moment, you start to get, okay, because of this, because I made a decision that in the past, but I don't want to make the same decision I made in the past, so I will change it. And because I changed the way how I think, now I make different choices. Because I made different choices, I make different actions, and those different actions will lead to different results. Such a beautiful thing. I want your different results. I need to understand what's more important, start to change my thinking, I will change my actions, and of course that will bring different results. Because I love the saying. If you want to have what you never had, you need to do what you never did. And if you want to do what you never did, sometimes you need to think what you never thought. And that is again then one of the great ways to play this game. What's more important is a great way to disrupt that old way of thinking. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.